Hey, book besties. Thanks for picking up our FaceTime. I'm Jazzy.
And I'm Lexi. And today we are talking about not one, but two books. And this one's going to be kind of funny to go over because it's by one of our favorite authors, Meghan Quinn. It's two of her holiday books. The first one, which Jasmine is demonstrating now, is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. And the second one is Merry Christmas, Your Filthy Animal. So, before we get started, we're going to keep this spoiler free for you guys. We'll talk about the first book more in depth, but we'll give you plenty of warning before there's a spoiler, or we'll try to bleep it out since we're talking about two books today. Without further ado, Jasmine, why don't you get us started?
Okay, so yes, these are Meghan Quinn's Christmas books. If you did not know, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas is the first one, and it is
Mm-hmm.
a retelling of The Grinch. So
Best movie ever.
it is one of my favorite movies ever, but the Jim Carrey version, not like the old Dr. Seuss one, and not like the newer one with Benedict Cumberbatch, the old one with Jim Carrey.
Okay,
Um,
no, hold on. I
I
like the
stand by
cartoon
this.
one better.
No, 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 no. The Jim Carrey one is everything. I constantly quote, "That's it. I'm not going."
Okay. No, I think I love them both equally, but for different reasons. But the Benedict Cumberbatch one is the worst one. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. You will get no arguments from me on that one. It was I, but like the Jim Carrey one is, whatever. So anyway, obviously, Megan Quinn must be a fan of those movies and that story as well, because like I said, this one particularly is a retelling of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and it's basically both of the books take place in a Christmas-centered town. Um, in Colorado. Like, so obviously the setting is very Christmassy and everything. But the thing around these books, and a lot of people have opinions on both of the books because there are some questionable things that happen. Along with like the fact that, it's a fun little retelling, so it's not like the most serious of romance books. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed both of them. I did finish both of them, but I know that some people did not enjoy either one of them.
I know some people have some strong opinions about it. I love Megan Quinn and I love her writing. I've enjoyed a lot of her books. I just think she has really fun, low stakes romances with great banter. And I think
Yes.
banter is really good in romance, right?
Hmm.
Because it can kind of make or break the communications with the characters and you get to learn a lot more about the characters. Um Okay, so spoiler alert, guys, but not really a spoiler. I DNF'd the second book. Um, Go ahead, throw me in jail. And I it just hit me, Jasmine. It's because the second book is based off of Christmas with the, or
Oh,
no,
the Home
what was?
Alone. Yes. So
No,
the
it's not
second,
Home Alone.
the Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal? Yeah, it's Home Alone. It's the Home Alone
Fuck,
retelling.
it is, and I don't like the Home Alone retelling. I don't like Home Alone in general. I don't like that movie and the one with where they go
Oh
on vacation.
my. Oh, the National Lampoon's Vacation?
Yes, because my
Oh,
parents made me watch it
I'm
so
with you
much
on
when I
that
was a kid.
one.
Yeah, or
Okay,
what's that one where
so,
it's I'll shoot your eye out, kid.
oh, that one is A
Christmas
Christmas
Story.
Story. Yeah, I agree
Ugh.
with you on that. Okay, so since we're filling, sorry, the dogs are on something today. So anyway, since we're on our Christmas movie trauma here, I also do not like A Christmas Story. I hated it when like I first watched it, and then my uncle, for whatever reason, it's like his favorite movie. So like growing up, that movie would always be on during Christmas time, and it was the most boring movie ever. I was like, I hate this movie, because it was old at the
Yes.
time, and it's like hella old now. So yeah, I definitely am with you. I've also never liked Chevy Chase and like the National Lampoon movies. Again,
Ugh.
I
I
hate
hate
them.
him.
Yeah, no, I don't watch those. But Home Alone, I love those movies. And also, the Home Alone house is here in Illinois, and I've visited it, and I love it. It's so cool. So, no, jail to you for not liking Home Alone. How dare
I'm
you?
sorry, but Okay, I don't want to like get on my soapbox here or anything like that, but
Get
that
on the
movie,
soapbox.
there's so much wrong with it. First of all, who holds onto a hot door handle? I'm sorry, let go. You're telling me you don't look down, you don't see the marbles on the floor? Like, are you kidding? If someone breaks into a house and a kid pops out, they're just they're gonna pop them with a gun. Like, none of that's gonna
I
happen.
mean, this was back in like what, the 80s and 90s when like people would leave their doors unlocked. Like, I feel like it was believable at the time. So, I mean, but
It's
also like
garbage.
his family was just terrible. Like, I still think like, come on, guys. Like, you
Yes.
left a kid and you didn't
And
realize
there was
until you
like
got
three
all the way to
movies.
Paris. There are three. Well, technically two. The third one is no longer with what's his face. But anyway, I digress.
I know. Okay, so anyways, I think that's part of the reason why I didn't like the book is because it was like the Home Alone movie. Obviously, it's a
Mm-hmm.
retelling of it, but I loved
Yeah.
the Grinch, so I loved the first book. But anyways, let's dive into the first book, right? So that's fine. The first book obviously is the Grinch retelling, and it kind of follows the main character Hallmark
Story.
traditional style. Yeah, story. Big city girl goes to small town to take care of her aunt with her sister
Mm-hmm.
because her aunt
Mm-hmm.
is like injured and frail and blah blah
Yes.
blah, right?
Her
Um
Aunt Cindy, Cindy Lou Who. You'll find a lot
yep.
of like Grinch names or Whoville names in here from the Grinch. She goes to take care of her Aunt Cindy who hurt her hip, and she's there with her sister. Again, it's the town is called Kringletown, and it is a year-round Christmas town. So they celebrate Christmas year-round, and every year they have a um, Christmas Kringle competition. So
Yep.
basically, just like a bunch of um, competition that the residents take part in, and then they're crowned like the basically queen or king of the
The
season.
Kringlest
Um,
Kringle.
yes. And you'll also find that like when you read it or listen to the audiobook, there is like a narrator and he does do like the readings and
Yes.
she writes it in like very Whoville Dr. Seuss-esque like little intros, which I thought was really fun. Again, I just love the Grinch. Um
Oh yeah.
but but yes, so basically when she gets there, when Story gets there, she her aunt tells her like, I need you to enter this competition for me. I obviously can't enter because I'm injured. Woe is me, but I'm counting on you. So Story basically gets strong armed into doing this competition, and she's like, I don't want to do this. But she basically arrives in town and makes an enemy out of Cole, the grumpiest grump, or the Grinch, if you will. And she makes an enemy out of him. And when he gets word that she is going to be entering this competition, he's like, you know what? I'm going to enter too. Does any of this sound similar to you? The Grinch? Hello?
Yeah.
So,
It literally is a perfect retelling of it, but the characters are kind of like mixed up a little bit because like Cindy Lou Who is the aunt, and then Story is like the new
hmm
Cindy Lou Who.
yeah.
I think, all right, so if we're talking about the book now, and again, we're going to keep this pretty spoiler free. I personally loved the romance between the characters. I thought it was funny. It was a cool enemies to lovers, but like
Yes.
not super enemies. Like it was just, I don't know, I
No,
thought it was good.
I mean, Cole is such a grump, but like he realizes very quickly that like he softens for Story because she's she's like really funny and like the banter between them is just so good. And like if you've ever read a Meghan Quinn book, you will see or like quickly see like the banter between the characters is like one of the best parts of her book, besides like the humor and the spice. Like the humor is also really funny. Like I can read a Meghan Quinn book and know that I will laugh out loud at some point or just be like, what the fuck
Yes.
is going on?
It's a
Which I
good
love
like
because,
palate cleanser.
yeah, she embraces that like in her writing. And also, if you didn't know, she does put images in her books. So depending on what editions you get is like the number of illustrations. But I mean, I would say that it was like off to a slow start, but the illustrations really made it for me because like, look, it's so cute.
It really is. And like, yeah, I will say like as you're going through the competition, there's a couple of lulls in the storyline where I was kind of like, okay, now kiss. Like,
Yes, yes. The one
like
thing with
please.
Megan Quinn books too is that they are pretty long. Like they are chunky books. But that just means that they're more fun throughout. So
And the spice scenes, the peppermint candy, I was like,
no,
what
no,
the?
no, not the peppermint candy. Remember, this was a point of like contention with a lot of people because they're like, oh my God, he does things to her with a candy cane. Yes, but he made a pineapple candy cane. Like it was not peppermint as to not disturb the flora.
Yeah, I was reading that scene and I was like looking at my husband and I was like, and he was like, what are you reading? I was like, candy cane.
Listen, if we're gonna talk about the like things that people found maybe cringe or like spicy, I got to meet Meghan Quinn when this book came out, and I had already read it, and I like told her this. So spoiler alert, coming in 3, 2, 1. We can tell you when like to come back. But anyway, the funniest part of this book is the fact that she convinces this man to wear a thong. I I told her that as much. I was like, I know everyone always talks about the candy cane scene. Okay, this is the candy cane scene. But the, I I don't even have words. I literally told her, I was like, I know everyone talks about the candy cane scene, but the thong scene, I was dying. I was like in shambles, dying when I was reading that part. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I was just like, okay. But I mean, there's so many like funny parts, and yeah, the funny parts can be kind of cringy. But like, if you can't laugh along with it, like, whatever, you're a Grinch. But okay, so anyways, spoiler over. You guys can like uncover your ears now.
Come back, come back.
An important thing that I think we missed talking about is that the MMC's best friend's name is Max, like Max the dog and the Grinch.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's like a super funny side character in this book. Like, I mean, he is like fucking hilarious.
He
And also
really
it's
is.
yeah, and then you turn out like there is someone in the book that is kind of technically causing bad stuff in the background, and I'm not going to talk
Mhm.
about that too much because it's a spoiler. But yeah, so there is a little bit of a miscommunication trope in it, but overall, I think it was a really good retelling. I think I did give it 5 stars. Yeah, I did because I read it last year.
Same. I think I rated it 5 stars as well. I just thought it was so funny, and like it did have its moments where it did lull a little bit, but honestly, the thong scene, top tier. I was like, you know what? This deserves 5 stars from me.
All right, so anyways, I think now is a good time to talk about the second book, the I DNF'd and You Continued. So that book
Yes.
is Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, the second in the standalone series, right?
Yeah, it's the second book in this series. And I think that's it. I don't think that she'll be writing another one. Or if you've read this one all the way through, it doesn't seem like there will be a third one, but who knows? So Lexi, you DNF'd this book. How far into it did you get?
I think I made it to like 100 pages before I was like, okay, like, because I'm a speed reader, right? I read 100 plus pages an hour easily.
Hold on.
Okay.
A book a day.
Yeah. And I kept putting this one down. I was like, ugh. I read 2 books while struggling to get through this book. And
Understandable. Like we said, Max is the main character of this story, and the female main character her name is Betty. She's actually just like Sarah, where she like comes in from out of town and she's staying with her uncle, who is the side character in the competitions of the first book. And in this book, we learn that him and Max have like some bad blood. Um, so he quickly makes an enemy out of Betty. But the thing that you will find with Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, and I think it just has a lot to do with the fact that it's a retelling of Home Alone, where, Kevin McAllister is a child who is home alone, quite literally. Max is a man child.
yes. And I just like, I don't know. I'm not a big golden retriever energy girl. Um,
Mm,
which is funny because in real life my husband is like super like light and funny, but even he doesn't act like that man childy. You know what I mean? Like as like the male main character is talking and stuff, I'm like, how old are you? Like this is just
yes.
a little much. Like it bordered along like not being funny anymore. It just was annoying for me.
Yes. So there was
It's my
definitely
opinion.
no. I agree. So it is very much a golden retriever MMC. But like you said, and I will agree with you, almost to the point where he is really childish and he's best friends with Cole. And what I really loved, because I did the audiobook, if you don't know, these both of
Mhm.
these audiobooks are full cast. So there's various narrators for both audiobooks. And with with Cole and Max, every time they interacted at one like every time Max was like, or sorry, Cole was like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he does let his imagination get the best of him. He like freaks out for no reason and he rambles and like stumbles and like he gets really awkward sometimes. And Betty is the exact same thing in female form. And when they're both together and they're talking and they're just like rambling, like it's funny, but then you're just like, oh my God, like make it stop.
And I just couldn't, it got to the point where I was like, I can't imagine them having any kind of like sexual chemistry. Like I didn't even get to any of the spice scenes because I was
Oh,
so like cringed out. And honestly, like this, first of all, like let me just interject this. This is all in good fun. I love Megan Quinn.
yeah.
I think the book was great. It just wasn't for me. Me personally, I guess like I just really did not like this character. So, like, don't kill me in the comments. Please, I'm
It's
scared.
fine. I mean, it's a like if you don't like The Grinch, you're not gonna like the first book, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
And if you don't like Home Alone, you're probably not gonna like Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. It's just logical. But again, both of these books, like I said, they don't take themselves too seriously. Don't take our reviews too seriously. Take everything we say with a grain of salt. Form your own opinions. Let us know what you think. But um, so let me just say some of like the funny scenes that I thought were like mentionable. And again, some of them may be cringe or you may find them super cringe, but I thought they were LOL funny. Um, so the first one, obviously, and if you think that a spicy scene is a spoiler, I mean, obviously these two get together, but possible spoiler incoming. Um, at some point, they make a popcorn garland and she wraps it around his, you know what, and then starts nibbling. And that is the word that she uses. And he's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm nibbling." But in the middle of doing that, his parents come home from their trip. And that whole scene, I was dying of like secondhand embarrassment, but also I was dying because it was so fucking funny. Like
See, I wouldn't have been able to make it through that. I would have like just skipped it because like it's funny, but like oh my god,
no,
nibbling.
also, you guys don't understand. Yes, the nibbling, and I think, is this? Yes. Okay, so they're both obviously naked on the couch, and his parents come home from their trip because, you know, they're away or whatever. And she like gets up and they're sitting there rambling like idiots to her parents or to his parents and like saying the most stupid shit. And the parents are like, what the fuck? But then like they go upstairs and like the popcorn garland is like trailing behind him. The mom is like, "Oh, I'll pick it up," and he's like, "Don't touch it." And she's like, "It's fine, I'll pick it up." And he's like, "Don't touch the fucking popcorn garland." And then he spills the beans and tells her why not to touch it. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" But again, this is the scene, and as you can see, and it even includes the popcorn garland. But yeah, like that, I was just dying through the whole thing. I was like, "Oh my fucking god, I cannot believe that this is happening." Also, it was in my ear holes, you guys, because I did the audiobook, like I said.
Yeah, so you have like you need like never mind, I'm just gonna keep that to myself. I just yeah, I see. If I don't have like a good basis for the characters, I can't get to cringy parts. But you obviously really liked it. So what did you end up like rating it?
Um, Honestly, I'm very easily pleased. You guys know this. So I would give it like 3.5 to 4 stars, and that's me being a more serious rater. Just because like I felt like there was more lulls in this one than the first one. Um, Also some of the things that like some of the things they did, I'm like, we're grasping at straws here, guys, like for the retelling. Because I don't think that you got this far, but essentially, Max and Story, from the first book, basically, team up together so that he can, you know, be with Betty, but he doesn't realize that he really likes her. But anyway, the point is that one of the things that they do is that one of their ideas is to make her jealous. So he has a party without throwing a party. So if you guys know from Home Alone, when the little boy like pretends to have a party and has like inflatable dolls and like an inflatable clown and like cutouts of like basketball players so to make it look like there's a party going on from the outside of the house. That's what they
Yeah.
do. And I'm like, this is grasping at straws here because why not just throw an actual party? But again, it's for the retelling or for the sake of
Yeah.
retelling the story. So I feel like a little bit was a little bit far-fetched. But I did really enjoy the spice like always. And also Max was not a man child when it came to the spice, which if he was, I think I would be in the same boat as you and like DNF'd it.
Yeah.
But I finished it and I enjoyed it. And again, it doesn't take itself too seriously. Don't take our review too seriously. Form your own opinions with it. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it was
I
just a
liked it.
fun holiday read. And that's what I kind of feel like the end of the year reading is, especially if you're like a serious reader, is you kind of like end up with more lighter books. You know what I mean? That's what I just feel like it's
Yeah.
for. Like, I'm pretty sure my lineup for the rest of December at this point is a majority of like lighter, funny romance books rather than like serious, like fantasy series or, dark romance even, because it's just like,
No, I'll
this year's a
probably still
doozy.
keep reading my dark romance.
I know, I know. Actually, again, I just want to let our listeners know she still has not read Quicksilver or any romanticy book that I have suggested. So I am literally about to have like a full on meltdown.
So I did give a romanticy book a try very recently, and she knows this, and I could not get through it.
What?
I finished it. I finished it and I disliked it. And I won't say who because it's by an author that I really like. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. So,
Okay, well, you haven't done any of the suggestions that I gave you. That's what we're getting at. If you had listened to me, you would have liked it. And I stand by that. So, anyways, I will not be reading another dark romance book or any of her recommendations until she reads some of mine. So everyone bully her in the comments.
don't bully
Anyways.
me, I'll cry.
Anyway. Okay, so I want to say my next holiday book is going to be Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, and I have like a
Ooh,
really
yes.
pretty special edition for it. So I'm gonna read that one next, and then I don't know. I need to find some other holiday books. So if you have recommendations for that, drop them in the comments because I love a good holiday retelling, holiday story, whatever. Jazz, what is your next holiday book? Do you have one lined up?
I think I do. But um I also have a holiday book recommendation for everyone. Since Lexi has one, I will recommend one of my favorites.
I'm sorry. Do you have gingerbreads doing the nasty on your sweatshirt?
hmm This is what I wore to see Meghan Quinn. And what are you talking about? Why does this surprise you?
I'm like looking. I'm like, are they banging? Are they
hmm
cookie crumbling on your shirt?
They sure are. Listen,
Oh my gosh.
you read these books. You know the books I read. But anyway, if you have not read "'Tis the Season for Revenge" by Morgan Elizabeth, if you love age gap romances and this is a ex's boss, I'm just gonna leave that recommendation here for you. I think you should give it a try. But also, my next Christmas read will be Winter Wishlist by Elliot Rose. It just came out and it's a why choose and the boyfriends are boyfriends. So that's what I'll be picking up when I'm in the Christmassy mood soon. So
Great. Okay, so put your holiday book recommendations or your TBR list in the comments. We want to hear about it. If you read these books, let me know. Did you finish the second one? Did you DNF it? What were your thoughts compared to the first one, especially? I'm very curious to see. But yeah. Until next time, I'm Lexi.
I'm Jazzy.
And this is the Bookish Besties
Bye.
podcast.